Good morning, everyone. Welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. A little bit of astrology with these dailies. And this reading is for February 25th, 2023. I am using, I think her name is Jennifer. I think it's Jennifer Glasson or Glasso might be. It's her little Crystal Visions Tarot. And I've allowed for reversals. So, oops, I noticed one is already popped over. That wasn't supposed to be that way. Let's double check the others. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Anyway, so the moon's in Taurus. It has just crossed over Uranus, but it's, still conjunct. We're only 1 degree away from Uranus at 6 a.m. Pacific time, Saturday, February 25th. And it's squaring Mercury. So I'm thinking it's one of those days that it's really good just to focus on what brings more safety. Yeah, it might not be this morning, at least. Might not be a day of getting a lot done. With the King of Wands reversed, make sure you don't let yourself be bullied around by what everybody else wants. I want pancakes, I want waffles, you know what I mean? Something like that. I want French toast. And maybe you don't feel like cooking and doing all that. Maybe there's some delegating or getting support, at least in the morning. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah. It's my favorite card, actually. So this is a card of emotional... what's the word? I tend to see her as honoring all that is sacred. In this deck, we don't have that big vessel, but she's sitting within these lotus flowers, which reminds me of wisdom. So I feel like she's the epitome of honoring all that is sacred within and wisdom. She's just so full of wisdom. It's like the height of emotional intelligence, where your feelings just flow freely. So this may have to do with some family, because she's the primo card of mom. And then we have the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so when she comes to reverse, my message for myself is like, speak up. Don't be quiet. Don't let anybody push you around today. Oh, goodness. And maybe this has something to do with coming off of that moon square Pluto that we had yesterday. Yeah, it's possible. Hold on one second. But anyway, with the High Priestess, normally straight up, she's hanging out with our higher selves, right? She's, to me, is my higher self card, where you check in to make decisions with before you move forward. But when she comes to reversed, if you're a mom, and if you're a grandma, or if you're anyone who helps your mom or grandma, or if you're anyone that helps male or female, doesn't matter. I tend to not genderize the cards too much. But if you're if it's a family day, you're taking care of things, it can be hard to tune into yourself because you're trying to manage so much outside of you. So the Queen of Cups is here to tell us to make sure that you trust your guts. Make sure that you move forward from a wiser, more intuitive place, and that you nurture yourself along the way, that you love yourself through no matter what is happening today, that you're loyal to yourself, and that would be the healing path and the path of wisdom for you. And again, back to this, King of Wands reversed, just the most effective way to move forward, because the King of Wands reverse can be like a lack of effectiveness. So the most effective way to move forward would be to trust your guts, go with your feelings. Don't bitch anybody out or yell at them or anything else, but don't let them bully you either. Now, if we were to read the King of Wands straight up, this is our card of leadership. This is our card of knowing who you are and being in your power. And also maybe being more inspiring than usual, right? Because there's usually a lot of inspiration with the King of Wands straight up. I like in this deck how he has this little crystal ball right there. Seeing clearly. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, and then so to address the High Priestess reverse, like I was saying, this could be, you want to be careful that you're not doubting yourself. You want to be careful that someone, especially if we go back to the King of Wands reverse, be careful that you're not dealing with someone who has a hidden agenda and allows you to be manipulated. Or if somebody has this hidden agenda and they're keeping secrets from you. When we have the High Priestess reverse, we have to be careful of that. And maybe it's about holding your tongue and you're keeping secret how you're feeling bullied. And if there's some reason that, you know what I mean? Because like, what if you're dealing with a relative who has Alzheimer's and you're taking care of them and they're bossing you around, right? Well, maybe they're back in their childhood where they're 2 years old and they don't realize what they're doing, and right? So say what you need to say in order to take care of yourself without hurting them, right? Like how do you be the adult in the situation when you're probably dealing with a parent? Challenging, so challenging. So I'm not sure what this is for you today, and for a lot of you it might just be a little bit of a lesson in what the cards mean, you know, reversed and straight up. So let's go with the straight up rendition here and bring in the positive elements. So to be in your power with the King of Wands, to be in your leadership, means to also honor your feelings at all times. But then we go inside and always ask our higher selves, okay, well, what do we do with this? If it's coming from the outside, what do we do with this? And sometimes we have to be very silent and not, not lash out, or not beat ourselves up, or not push ourselves, right? The Queen of Cups, when it comes to people in your lives, it could be any, and this could be you as well, it could be any water sign. So we're talking Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces. The High Priestess is ruled by the moon, so we're talking family. It's possible family members, and it's possible just anything to do with going inside and hanging out with your higher self. And then letting your higher self inspire you and lead your life. And get your feelings there. Bring your feelings there. That's where you'll find your wisdom and peace. I'm looking at the lotus flowers as I say that. Yeah, okay, so that's it for today, you guys. I hope you're doing really well. As always, let us know how you're doing. Big hugs. Bye.